know something, Missy? I've always kind of noticed, man, about people is how competitive people really are.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine. He was telling me that he had just bought a house, right? He bought a house with his wife, and they had to renovate certain parts of the house, right? So the wife looked out over by their neighbors and saw that their neighbor had this really nice looking fence that they had put up. Suddenly, his wife was telling him, "We should put up a fence like that. Only
we should put up a better fence,
only bigger."
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So my friend was like, "Well, there's nothing wrong with what we have here now." And they have a smaller fence, but it looks nice. It doesn't look tacky at all. It looks okay.
Like it fits the house.
Yes, but she wants a bigger fence because she looked over and their new neighbors have a much better fence.
Yep.
And it kind of reminds me of that whole the keeping up with the Joneses type mentality that people have. Even people who say that they aren't competitive.
They're really competitive, but just in a different way.
There you go.
Absolutely.
I mean, you've seen it. I mean, you see how it is out here in the plantation.
As a homeowner, I know exactly what you're talking about because my neighbor has a fence. Not because he has a fence, but it's just I want a fence because I want to put it in the pool because now he's putting in the pool. He's putting in a semi in-ground pool. Now I want to put in an in-ground pool with the lights and a grill that's specially built that's connected to the pool.
So you're getting competitive with your neighbor.
Yeah, I'm getting yeah.
Why are you falling into that trap though?
Because it's human nature.
So you're admitting that you're being competitive and you're falling into the trap.
You want what your neighbor has, but better.
But why though? But why?
Because that's how people people are that way. It's just the way it is.
Just the way
it is. My neighbor directly across the street from me, he has a huge house. You see.
Yeah, I've seen it.
He tells me, I did this to my house, I did that to my house. See, now I'm thinking about what can I do? My house is not as big as his, and it'll never be better than his because it's huge. He built that.
Yeah,
house
it's a very nice house.
But I'm slowly trying to get there.
So automatically that you'll never get there, but you're still trying to get there anyway.
I'm still trying to get to the mountaintop.
Hey, but you know what you have that none of your people have here? You have a plantation. You got a plantation, man.
Yeah, I do. And I overlook my plantation every day.
In your white suit?
In my white suit, and my white hat, and my white cowboy boots.
Hold on. But if your neighbors have a white suit, you have to get a whiter suit.
You know what? I'll get a white suit, and then somebody douse me in bleach. It'll be a little bit whiter than his.
Oh man!
It might burn the sting a little bit, but
But you know what? As long as I'm upping you, I'll deal with the pain.
Boy, douse me in bleach.
Man, I've always wondered about that, man. What makes people that competitive? If I could understand let's say what you have, whether it be a house, a car, or whatever it is that you have, it's not as good as the other guys. But you're still comfortable with it. You yourself.
Yeah.
What still drives you to put yourself in debt, to go through the hassle of just trying to keep up with somebody else?
It's just human nature to want what another person has.
Oh man.
Even the cavemen, they wanted a better cave than his next door neighbor cave person. He wanted better cave drawings than his next door neighbor cave person.
So we can expect at some point that you're going to walk over to your neighbor's house with the big house over, and you're going to hit him over the head with a club and take his house.
Hopefully, a better club than he has. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I think you just implicated yourself in a possible assault.
We're on good terms.
Till he shows up till he shows up to your door and says, "Hey, Monsieur, I am building new extension on my house to make it even bigger." All of a sudden, the club slowly comes out. That's awesome. Hey, what's that? Avat. of a sudden, the Jets got a lot more floor space.
Exactly.